Lewis Hamilton had another poor Sunday, and he seemed to be dissatisfied with his fate. After starting 5th in the Canadian Grand Prix, not far behind Oscar Piastri, the 7-time world champion steadily lost distance after rejoining traffic during the first pit stop. Added to this was a collision with one of the many marmots that dwell in the Montreal circuit region, which caused considerable damage to the British driver's SF25, relegating him to an anonymous 6th place in the final, behind the other Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. And this has led to Hamilton speaking out on what's next at Ferrari. After all, it has been 10 races, and expectations have not been met according to many fans. The marmot incident had a significant impact on Hamilton's race, which appears to be a dreadful turn of events for a driver who loves animals and has been vegan since 2017. The Ferrari driver grumbled a lot on the radio about his car's performance in the second half of the race, describing a rear end with little balance and brake troubles, with the pedal increasingly becoming longer. Next to all of that, the marmot incident cost Hamilton about 20 points of downforce. Speaking about his race, Hamilton explained, "Up until that point things were going quite well. I got a good start, held my position, stuck with the pack, managed the tyres well, so I was optimistic. And then, I didn't see it happen, but obviously I heard that I hit a marmot. It was devastating. I love animals, and I'm so sorry. It's horrible. It's never happened to me here before." Speaking about the aftermath of the impact, the Briton explained, "The floor. The right-hand side has a hole in it, and all the deflectors are gone. We also had a brake issue halfway through the race, and then we were out probably too long in the first stint. We went out behind traffic and went from one situation to another. So I'm grateful to have been able to finish, especially with the brake issue, and bring home those points." This being the 10th race of the season tells us a lot of what to expect next. After all, McLaren have won 7 races, Red Bull 2, and now even Mercedes 1. So where's Ferrari? Weren't they supposed to be the title challengers this season? Well, after yet another dismal race in his debut season with Ferrari, Hamilton returned to answer questions regarding the team's progress thus far, beginning with the absence of updates on the SF25. "Obviously I ask, and we'll see how the others bring updates. I don't know why we haven't brought them yet, honestly. I think one will come very soon, I hope. The mentality at the moment is that there have to be a lot of changes to bring to the system." The harsh words came on a weekend when Ferrari and team principal Fred Vasseur had to defend themselves against attacks from the Italian press. Hamilton, who has publicly defended the French manager, added, "I would love to be able to tell you what is happening. There are a lot of things going on in the background, and there are a lot of things I would like to tell you to explain, but I can't go on too much about the things that have happened this year, the problems we have had, what is happening within the organization. My aim is to try to influence these changes in a positive way so that there can be long-term success. There are a lot of changes that need to be made. For my part, there is a need to build the foundations because we are not fighting for the championship. It is clear that we are out of the championship and we need to make sure that next year we have a great car, so we must not waste too much time worrying or focusing on this car. I want to make sure that the car next year is significantly better from the first race." Nevertheless, the Canadian weekend did not help to calm or cheer up the mood around Ferrari. And with the heat building up, Frederic Vasseur was extremely clear in the press conference regarding the rumours that have been flying in recent days concerning him, his future, Charles Leclerc's future, and everything Scuderia related. Sunday's race could have yielded a solid result and provided breathing room, but instead, it concluded with a P5 to P6, relegating the Reds to 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship and providing no specific suggestions for the SF25. In the post-race, in addition to the race analysis, concerns concerning the Scuderia's present and future returned to microphones. Starting with the race analysis, and not only that, the French team principal has a good understanding of the issues that impacted the Maranello team's final performance. Clearly, there was possibility of getting anything better than 5 to 6 pesos, but Vasseur pieced together all of the pieces that lead to this. Too many mistakes in just one weekend, from doing FP1 and FP2 with just one car, to not being able to do very long stints, to the mistake in qualifying up to Lewis's problem in the race. It's too much in just one weekend. During the race, Hamilton hit a marmot that damaged his car, with damage that Riccardo Adami repeatedly indicated on the radio as a loss of 20 load points, which have a big impact on the lap time. When we don't put everything together, it's normal to have problems. By doing the weekend again with fewer mistakes, we would have had fewer problems today in the race. Vasseur didn't want to focus too much on the race itself, in terms of pace and strategy, because the final result was heavily influenced by all of these aspects. The top 5 all did a double stop. A single stop was an option, but there was the unknown factor of how the mediums would work, he explained, thus justifying the choice made by the pit wall, effectively ignoring Leclerc's requests, in not extending the first stint and then doing a single stint on the medium, which was not considered an optimal tyre. All in all, we were close, the pace was there. We did the best first sector in qualifying and then we aborted the lap. In the race we were not that far away, but we have to put everything together. There is no need to revolutionize. Regarding what is missing, the team principal was questioned about Lewis Hamilton's remarks and the absence of updates on the SF25. They will arrive soon, Vasseur affirmed. But it doesn't mean that if we don't declare them, there is nothing. However, looking at yesterday's first sector, the main problem is not the updates. Not everyone brings new things every weekend. We need to focus and do a cleaner job than this weekend. After the technical aspect, it was time to ask questions on Ferrari's environmental, managerial, internal, and external political perspectives. I don't think the climate around the team can help our performance. I already said that on Friday. There is tension, and this doesn't help when you are in a tight fight. It's not the best of the team, and there can be mistakes from everyone. There is a need for calm and serenity. That's my goal, but it's not all in my hands, said Frédéric Vasseur, still answering questions about his future, the rumors that have emerged regarding possible changes. Speaking specifically on the trust of management and ownership, it's a non-issue. The most important thing is that we all go in the same direction. I don't want to have to fight with everyone, internally or externally. The most important thing is to work as a team. Speaking about this, the Frenchman gave an example that precisely matches his views and involves today's victors, especially Mercedes with George Russell and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Look at Mercedes. They suffered for some weekends, between Imola, Monaco, and Barcelona, but they didn't revolutionize the team. They worked, developed, and pushed as a team, and today, they won. I think this is a good example to follow. It's not the end of the world. We won't always be perfect. We just have to continue to do our job well. However, they haven't been doing in the recent 10 races. They've only got a sprint win, and that's it. A couple of podiums surely won't make the Ferrari executives happy. So, perhaps Hamilton is right. There might need to be big changes to get the squad back up to speed, don't you think? Could we see Vasseur and/or Leclerc leave at the end of the season? And who will be the replacement? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.